You know what I haven't done in a while? A Nintendo Switch eShop sale video, because I'm not a Nintendo YouTuber. But there are a few things that we need to talk about before we start this video. One, all of these games are on sale at the time of the upload of this video, so you should be subscribed with notifications turned on if you want to get these sorts of videos and learn about these games that are on sale. Two, I am currently doing a giveaway right now that you can enter at the time of the upload of this video, so make sure you check that out in the pinned comment in the comment section down below. Three, stick around till the end of the video for we have the $5 or less games that are for you cheap asses who don't like spending money on stuff and you want to get some good games. We're talking AAA games all throughout this video, so make sure you stick around for that. Without any further ado though, let's talk about the games that are on sale. All right, so the first game we're going to talk about is part of the Mario Day elongated sale that's been going on. This actually ends on April 7th, so there's a chance that you might miss out on this one. But this is Super Mario 3D World plus Bowser's Fury on sale for $39.99. Honestly, at $40, like even if you've played 3D World to death, I think Bowser's Fury is worth the entry point at $39.99. It's a fantastic sort of glimpse into what Mario could be with like a true open world formula. You know, we've had these sort of games like Super Mario 64 and Super Mario Odyssey that sort of tiptoed the line of open world, but you still didn't have that vast sort of openness where you could just go anywhere and do anything. And that's what Bowser's Fury really brings to the table. It's such a cool look into what could potentially be the future of Mario games, or who knows, maybe they'll release another 2D Mario game at $69.99 because those are some reason worth it to some people. Super Mario 3D World plus Bowser's Fury, $39.99. It ends quickly though, so if you haven't gotten it yet, make sure you do. All right, so the next games on the list are ending on April 17th, so you have a bit more time to get these games into your collection. And there's some really big bangers here. We're gonna start things off with LEGO Star Wars Deluxe Skywalker Saga. Now, this is the deluxe version of the game that comes with DLC, all sorts of bells and whistles. I believe it's like $70 or $80 for the full version of the game, but it's on sale right now for $27.99. And I mean, that's a really good deal. The Skywalker Saga, of course, includes all of the different episodes of Star Wars, and really, I like these LEGO games. You know, you have to be a fan of the source material with a lot of these LEGO games in order to fully enjoy them, I feel. But like Star Wars is pretty open-ended. I've played some of this version of the game, and I did enjoy what I played because it seemed like it took itself a tad bit more serious than the other LEGO games. I don't know if that, you know, is a constant thing throughout, but there's so much stuff to cover within the Star Wars universe that I felt like this did a really good job of it. A super interesting game. If you like Star Wars, you probably already own this, but if you haven't picked it up yet, you're getting all the bells and whistles for $27.99. Also coming in at $27.99 is the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Cowabunga Collection. Now, they've recently added in some online play to Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 3, The Manhattan Project, which is an NES game, and honestly, this is just a great collection. Like, when I say great, I mean great. There's so many great games on here. They've added in online to games that people have been wanting, such as Turtles in Time, the Super Nintendo edition. If you're unfamiliar with what this is, it's a collaboration of various Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles games from the 8-bit and 16-bit era, along with arcade titles. You know, when the games were good, when people used to buy these games and seek out these games. And this is a fantastic collection. There's so much cool extra stuff as well within the museum portion of it. I love this. I have the collector's edition, and that's one of the few things that I'm not going to sell when I'm selling off my collection. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Cowabunga Collection, $27.99. Next up, one of the most underrated 3D platformers on the Nintendo Switch is on sale for $19.99, and that is Crash Bandicoot 4. I really enjoyed this version of the game. This is the version that I played. I didn't play it on other platforms, and I thought it was a really good game. You know, it doesn't have the smoothest frame rate compared to like the PlayStation 4 Pro version, but it's definitely very good enough, and I thought the graphics were very nice. The platforming is fun. It's a pretty challenging game. You know, that's one thing that sort of, it can be very difficult, I felt, but there's so many checkpoints that happen throughout the levels, like, you never really feel at like a super disadvantage. It looks great, it plays great on the Switch, and at $19.99, Crash Bandicoot 4 is definitely a game I recommend checking out. Also at $19.99, we have another game from Activision. Ooh, big bad Activision. We're gonna boycott them, right, kids? Because that went well. Tony Hawk 1+2 HD Remaster, whatever the hell you're gonna call it. It's the first two Tony Hawk games getting an HD coat of paint. it still looks great, it still plays great, it's still super fun if you're into arcade skateboarding stuff. Even if you're not, you might just get a huge nostalgia rush for it. Most of the original songs are in there. Yes, the Nintendo Switch version's frame rate isn't as good as the PlayStation 4 or the Xbox Ones, but once again, much like Crash Bandicoot 4, I think that they still play great, and it's still fun to play. You know, being able to play these games portably is definitely a big advantage. So definitely another game worth checking out, the Tony Hawk 1 and 2 HD Collection 1999. If you're looking for more of a 2.5D platformer, you have Clonoa, the HD remaster available for $19.99. Now, like I said, it's a 2.5D platformer that is a platformer game. You play as a character named Clonoa. I've played this game quite a bit because originally it did get a sort of re-release on the Wii, and now it's got like a full HD remaster of the original PlayStation 1 version of the game. I still think it's a game that holds up very well. Solid platforming, solid visuals, doesn't really do anything super crazy to reinvent the wheel, but at $19.99, I mean, it's definitely a game worth checking out. I think they did a fantastic version with this game, and it's definitely a good game. So Clonoa, if you're into platforming games, $19.99, you can't go wrong. And the final $19.99 game, Ys 8. It's a game I've talked about a million times. It's what I want Xenoblade to be because I love the combat in this game because it's a lot more interactive, in my opinion, than in Xenoblade. But hey, everyone has their own opinions. Ys 8 is a phenomenal RPG game, though. I love the island. I love the setting. I love the monsters. I love the story of this game. It's honestly one of my favorite Switch games, one of my favorite RPGs of all time, and a game that everyone should own in their Switch, I feel. Ys 8, if for whatever reason you haven't picked it up, make sure you pick it up. Diablo 2 Resurrected, which is an HD version of Diablo 2, is on sale for $13.19, and it's Diablo. I have not played this version of the game, and I've actually never played Diablo 2 before, but I do know that people enjoy Diablo, and I could see why. I did play some Diablo 3 back in the day, and I really enjoyed playing it, so it makes sense that Diablo 2, which was a bit more of the classic Diablo feel, is what people are looking forward to playing. This is an HD remaster of the original game with DLC attached to it as well. $13.19, you can't go wrong if you're a fan of this style of game, and I mean, there's a lot of people that are fans, but once again, it is, Activision bad, so keep that in mind. And before we get into the super cheap games, we have Castlevania, the Advanced Collection, coming in at $11.99. I mean, it's the Castlevania games from the Game Boy Advance. Some of the best Metroidvanias of all time. Super fun games that you'll find something you like about them. Each one of them is kind of unique to each other. I love these games. You know, even the games that are looked down upon in this series that, you know, oh, okay, it's not as good as the others. Like, cool, man. They're still fun as hell to play, and definitely pieces of important Castlevania history for a lot of people, and I think they're games that still hold up very well. So the Castlevania Advanced Collection, $11.99. All right, you cheap asses, you made it to the $5 or less portion of this video. I have several games for you. All of these games are ending on sale on April 18th, so you have plenty of time to check them out. The first game is My Friend Pedro, coming in at $4.99, and it's a side-scrolling 2D game in which you shoot a lot of things. Bullet time is a huge important part of this. It's kind of like little puzzles within every level that you're trying to solve as far as being able to kill people, and there's a banana like guiding you along. It's a weird game. It's a game that I definitely enjoyed when I first came out and I played it, and I think at $5 or $4.99 in this case, this is a great way to check out this game if you're a fan of this style of game. Look at the trailer here that's playing. If you dig it, you'll probably dig the game. I did have fun with this. My Friend Pedro, $4.99. Next up, we have two anniversary collections from Konami that are on sale for $3.99 with the Castlevania Anniversary Collection and the Contra Anniversary Collection. Like I said, both coming in at $3.99 each. If you only pick one, pick the Castlevania one. Like, it's awesome. Like, there's a bunch of 8-bit and 16-bit Castlevania games. Once again, there's cool artwork and stuff like that. I love Contra. I think Contra is super cool. But if I only had to choose between one of these, I would choose Castlevania every time because I enjoy the Castlevania games more than I enjoy the Contra games. But if for whatever reason you haven't bought one or the other or both of these, at $3.99, it's definitely worth checking out. Also available for $3.99 is Doom 3. Now, Doom 3 was a weird game when it came out because people were like, this is survival horror, it's not Doom, blah, blah, blah. But that's what makes this game awesome. Doom 3 on the Nintendo Switch is honestly one of the best looking games, and I know it's a game that's old, but I'm talking about performance-wise, I'm talking about fidelity-wise, you know, 1080p, 60 frames per second. Everything looks and runs very smooth within this game, and like I said, it's not just a mow-em-down shooter, kind of like Doom games are. This is more of a survival horror thing, and I think it does a great job at doing what it wants to do. It might not be a great Doom game for a lot of people, but I think on its own, Doom 3 is a great game, and it's only $3.99 right now. One Piece Ultimate World Red Deluxe is on sale for $3.99. I don't know anything about Straw Hats and stuff like that. I know there's a lot of people that like One Piece and Straw Hat. I think this is the right, you know, anime thing. Yeah, that's all I really have to say about it. If you like One Piece, you might want to check this out. One Piece Unlimited World Red Deluxe, $3.99. It's at like a 7 out of 10 on Metacritic. I think that's good enough for $4. And the final game we're going to talk about is Duke Nukem 3D Anniversary World Tour for $2.49. It's great. You have John St. John reprising his role as Duke Nukem within this game. The game is awesome. It has additional stuff that was never released. It's like new stuff added to it. It's got all the subsequent DLC packs. There's, you know, women and, you know, shooting aliens and shooting pig cops and stuff like that. It's a timeless classic first-person shooter game. If you're upset that Doom 3 wasn't a traditional Doom game, you could buy this and it plays like a traditional Doom game does. $2.49 for Duke Nukem 3D Anniversary World Tour. The king is back. Hail to the king. He's all here to kick ass and chew bubblegum, and he's all out of bubblegum. All right, so that's what's on sale right now. Let me know in the comment section down below what you think of these games. Is there anything that you felt that I missed? And if so, be sure to help out your fellow human in the comment section by letting them know what other games are on sale. And as always, guys, thank you for checking out this video. If you are new to the channel, be sure to hit that subscribe button. Be sure to enter the contest that we have going on right now. Make sure your notifications are turned on so you're not missing out on videos like this. And as always, I'll catch you guys on the next video. Later.